That's it. The New World preview has officially ended. I played the game for 5 or 6 days. I really enjoyed the game. I tested all kinds of things. I got a lot of nice impressions, and I thought I'd share my thoughts with you in this video and explain to you what exactly is good and what is bad in New World and what I think about it. So, let's get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is how beautiful the game is. Mostly, the architecture is amazing. I love the little towns. I love the colorful houses. I love how real everything looks, how lifelike. The towns feel really, really nice. They feel alive. They look realistic without being photorealistic. And I always enjoy coming into a town, even if it's a new town. Every town has a different architecture style. Some of them are a little more shabby looking, wooden buildings. Others are really strong stone buildings. And like you see in this town, the buildings are very beautiful and colorful. Another thing that I really admire about the game is how beautiful and realistic the forests look. The trees are so tall and beautiful. They all have different shapes, different colored leaves. The vegetation is very dense and luscious, and everything just, it looks like it has the right proportions. I also love how the landscape looks. They really put a lot of effort into making the landscape look as real as possible without making it look like photorealistic or anything. It is still a fantasy landscape, but I feel like all the proportions are right, and that's why everything just looks so real here. One of the most outstanding parts about the game is the lighting. The sunshine looks unbelievably beautiful. It's so bright, and I can feel the warmth coming off of the sun. The lighting effects are just, they're better than anything that I've seen in any game in the past couple of years, to be honest. And just look how realistic and beautiful this looks. The bloom and just the really, really bright highlights and the dark shadows make the game look very, very realistic and beautiful. I like how the sun shines through the trees. I like how the evening sun or the morning sun casts long shadows and just puts everything in a nice golden light. It is absolutely stunning. But not only the lighting in this game is absolutely remarkable, also the sound design is amazing. Just listen to this here. Or check out how you can hear the flame on the torch. And then, of course, when you're mining the rock, when you're hitting the boulder, the sharp hits with the pickaxe sound so realistic and good. The same goes for cutting down a tree. You can hear the axe swings, you can hear the axe hit the wood, and then, of course, when you cut down the tree and the tree falls over, listen to this. Amazing. And of course, the water effects sound so incredibly realistic and amazing. It was a pure joy to experience this. The next thing I want to talk about is the crafting system. Crafting in this game is incredibly complex and very important. As it stands now, crafting is the way to get the best gear in the game, so no endless farming and grinding to get the best gear. With a little bit of luck and enough skill, you will be able to make the best gear in the game And I think that is a really nice and refreshing concept. The next thing we need to talk about is the combat system. This is unfortunately where the problems begin. The combat system, as of now, is very unbalanced. It is very melee focused for the most part. Although there are, of course, some ranged styles. You can play the bow, you can play the musket builds, and of course there's a life staff and a fire staff. They're not performing very well as a weapon in general, but the bow and the musket are really not bad. I'm playing a speed ranged bow build on this build here. I like this a lot, and this is a good counter against the meta that is already established. But the meta is very, very strong, very tanky, and there is one big problem in the game, and that is stun locks. Every light attack can stun you, and that can really put you into a stun lock that you can't get out of if someone just keeps spamming the light attacks. Even against NPCs, it is sometimes a little hard to get out of it. The game can be very clunky. Sometimes you get stuck in some animations, like you see me here. I'm trying to dodge roll. It just doesn't want to go off. And in PvP against a player here, this is what's known as a stun lock. I'm trying to get away. He keeps hitting me. I can't react to it. And in the end, I'm dying. But overall, I gotta say, I really loved the time in New World. It is an amazing game. It is visually stunning. Very, very beautiful. The sounds are absolute top-notch, high quality. It runs pretty well, even on Ultra. Even while I'm streaming and recording, it still runs well. So I think it's a good game that should run on most PCs, depending on your graphic settings. It is very in-depth in terms of crafting and exploration. The preview, of course, didn't have too much content in it. There's a lot of content missing, especially endgame content. There's not that much in there. But, of course, future versions and, of course, the final game are going to have all that, and I'm looking forward to it. I gotta say, this is one of the best games I've ever played. I'm really sad that the preview is ending now. I wish I could keep playing. A lot of people were asking Amazon to extend the preview, which they will not do, but apparently in November there's going to be another playtest, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm a big fan, and I can see myself maybe even playing this as my main game in the future. So I hope you enjoyed my impressions of the game, and I hope you got a chance to just check it out for maybe a day or two. It was kind of hard to get a key for it. I personally didn't get a key, even though I applied for the beta. I had to ask someone else for a key, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten in, but it all worked out for me, so I'm really happy that I could participate in this little preview. I hope you liked the video, guys. I'll be back with another video soon. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.